Why do we so eagerly translate the Bible, but don't translate its religious rituals? Dear friends, is there such a thing like a holy language? Or speaking mythologically, is there a divine language used in heaven? Or can religion be translated? Is translation of religion possible? And how far can it go? Or how far should it go? Interestingly, quite a number of religions swear by their very own language. Judaism has Hebrew. Buddhism and Hinduism has Sanskrit. For Islam, it is classical Arabic. And in Sikhism, it is Sant Bhasha, the language of Guru Granth Sahib, their holy book. Those languages are not voluntary. They are conditiones sine quibus non. They are required. They are necessary for the full participation in those religions. They are essential for the chants and prayers to reach the divine ear and be heard. Christianity was and is not immune to this linguistic, magical thinking. Orthodox churches have their Greek and Old Slavonic, and up until the Second Vatican Council, it was the role of Latin in Roman Catholicism. The Protestant Reformation, of course, as we all know, broke with this tradition. It demanded that the Bible be read, interpreted, and prayers said and rituals conducted in the languages of the people. And so Peter Waldo commissioned the first translation of Gospels to the common language of Piedmont. Luther, in his exile on the castle Wartburg, set out to translate the Bible to German. William Tyndale paid with his own life for his English translation. And as I have said, the Roman Church joined almost 500 years later. Perhaps better late than never. And then biblical societies and mission agencies set translating the Bible into as many languages as possible. And all this translating commotion opened a Pandora jar of hermeneutics, a need to translate but often interpret texts across the ages and across the different cultures, especially as religions became global. How much, how far can we translate and interpret the Bible? What is the essence of that text? If we translate words, can we also translate rituals? For instance, the Holy Communion and its elements, bread and wine. Bread and wine are clearly staple food and drink of the Mediterranean basin. Minuscule part of the entire world. And medieval Christians were rather fundamentalistic about it. Whenever they went, they tried to produce local wine. Some monks even tried, and largely failed, of course, to grow grapes in Scotland or in Scandinavia. And as they were often unable to grow it, they had to import it, and thus Christianity largely contributed to international shipping and trade in wine. But is this ritualistic, what I would call fundamentalism, really the only way? Just look at our Protestant American practice. For about a century, many American Protestants did not have a single sip of communion wine. Only prohibition over sweetened grape juice. But anyway, there are about 2/3 of our planet where Vitis vinifera, the plant upon which grapes grow, does not grow or does not grow well. And there are almost as large sections of our planet where bread is a strange and uncommon proposal or later import. They might not have their bread and wine, but they definitely have their staple starchy foods and some local special drinks. So are bread and wine really irreplaceable in this ritual of communion? Are they magical potions? Why do we so eagerly translate the Bible but don't translate its religious rituals? That is a question not many ask about our Christian religion. Join us this World Communion Sunday as we will ask and try to find the answer for these questions while celebrating communion in a truly global sense.